What's going on, you guys? It's the FPL Penguin back again with another video for you all. And in today's video, we'll be talking about all things FPL. Just a quick video for you all. And basically, what it is to give you guys some differentials to look out for, some lowly owned players, some nice, what I used to love calling hidden gems going into the game week. Also on your wild card, this is mainly the video. If you're playing your wild card, looking to play it very, very soon, or playing it for this game week, these are some gems to look out for. So let's get straight into it. This is what I've come up with. So basically, I hope I've got it right. All these players are under 10%, at least 10% or below. And as far as I'm creating this video, so basically, this is the team, the players that I've come across. So I'm not saying go for this team of differentials. Just handpick and go, just look at the players here and basically talk you through why I picked them. So the players I've gone for here, we're going to start off with the goalkeeper. I've gone for Lloris and Sarr. The reason I've gone for Lloris and Sarr, now you don't have to do this, is go for both of them. You can just go for one of them. But if you went for both of them on a wild card, so say like Lloris has Southampton, he has Wolves, and then a tough fixture against Manchester City. So in that game week, Wolves would have at Leicester. So maybe start Sarr against Leicester, because we know they've been pretty decent with the clean sheets themselves, and they've got West Ham and Crystal Palace after that. So then maybe play Lloris and then against Leeds and Everton. So that's the kind of one I've gone for. Martinez from Aston Villa was in the fray as well, but I thought, as you can see, I've got Luca Dean there. Double Villa might be a bit too risky defensive wise, so that's the goalkeeping situation I've gone for. Moving on to the defense now. And the defense I've gone for, like Luca Dean, Robertson, Sanchez, Darlow, and Laporte. I'm intrigued. To go into this, with the Aston Villa, especially with the double game weeks coming up for them, and the catch up with them, with the postponements they've had, and those games. Now Luca Dean, I think I was on a debut against his former club Everton, got an assist, corner in front of the Everton crowd, and he got off to a good start. You can see 12 points, a clean sheet as well. And, he's got Leeds, Newcastle, Watford, then Brighton, Southampton. Could be a lovely gem to go for, especially for his price. And, he's obviously quite honest, he's playing for a much better team, isn't he? And much better players around him, much better manager. So I've gone for him. So as I said, a bit more safe to just go for the one defensive asset from Aston Villa. Just play it safe. But he's definitely looking like he could get the attack returns and taking set piece as well, one side of the corners as well for Aston Villa. Robertson in there, it's a cheaper version than Trent Alexander-Arnold. How much is he? Let's have a good look at him. How much is he owned by? 4.5% he's owned by. And assist-wise, have a little scroll down. He's got 1 goal and 8 assists to his name. And I think, with the lovely fixtures, we're not that many points behind City. We've got a game in hand. We want to win the title. And we've still got to play City as well. But before that, we've got Leicester, Burnley, Norwich. We have got a blank. And then we've got West Ham. Remember, we have got that double coming up. God knows when. It's against Leeds at home. So there could be a double coming up for Liverpool soon. That game at Anfield added to one of those games. So maybe in that week against Leicester, Burnley, Norwich. Who knows? Would be lovely. So, Robbo, he takes one side of the corner as well. I think it's the left-hand side. Takes for Liverpool. So definitely keep your eye on him as well. We've also got as well Sanchez. Now he's at 4.6. Last few games, 1, 0, 15, 2, and 5. I believe he's got 2 goals to his name so far this season under the Conte era. Nailed on. He's nailed on, one of those players. I know he's a centre-back. He's not like a Davies or Reguilon going bombing up forward, or Emerson. But he's very, very cheap as chips. And, you could take good advantage of those next 2 fixtures for Spurs. I think looking like probably clean sheets for Spurs. Who knows? Also, Darlow in there as well. Man United, nothing really to rave about. As you can see, haven't really got an attacker in there. Not really a surprise, is it? It's not the way they're playing. Defensive-wise, if you want to go for De Gea, go for De Gea. But I don't mind throwing a cheeky Darlow in there. 4.5. He seems to be getting the starts again by looks of it. Last 3 games, getting a full 90 minutes. Not really one for returns, but he's very, very cheap. Very, very cheap. And he's got Burnley next day. He's got a double against Southampton, Brighton. he's got Leeds and Watford. So I'd take full advantage of that and have a defensive asset from Manchester United. Someone cheap as Darlow, definitely. Next one is Laporte. Now, a lot of you may know I've got him in my team, and he's only 8.2% owned as well. And he's nailed on. He's nailed on, guys. Get rid of Diaz. If he's in your team, get rid of Diaz. Get Laporte in your team. He's got 3 goals and 2 assists to his name so far this season, Mr. Laporte. Definitely one to eye. Definitely highly recommend going for double Man City defence. Definitely. They got Brentford. They got Norwich next. They got Spurs, Everton, and Man United. Last few games for Laporte. 10, 7, 6, 6, 10. Get him in your team. You're missing out some big points there, guys. Definitely. Lovely, lovely differential. Moving on to midfield now. Foden, Mahrez, and City attack's always one of them that makes you just pull your hair out, doesn't it? It makes you pull your hair out, and because you're playing this game, the defense is, if I dare say, more safer, definitely, than the attack for Man City. But Foden, Mahrez are lovely ones. We know Mahrez, I think he probably will start against Brentford. You know, he's had a full rest, over 2 weeks rest since Algeria got knocked out of the AFCON. So, you know, Pep surely will start him. He's had 0-0-9-0, a lot of them AFCON games because he's missed out because he's playing AFCON. But you can see he's getting the returns, and when he plays, he's deadly. When he does start, it's all about if he starts. But I do think he'll start against Brentford, and they're 2 lovely games. If you start him against Brentford and Norwich, beautiful. Really are beautiful. And same goes with Foden, actually. You know, probably Foden's a bit more nailed on than Mahrez. But he's had 2-3-0, 11-1 in the last 5 games. He's got same as Brentford and Norwich. And I think, you know, 2 lovely gems to probably, if they do start, could get you the big returns in the next 2 to 3 games. But yeah, moving on now to the midfield. We've got Ramsey there. We'll talk about these 2, Ramsey and Coutinho. Coutinho got off to a good start, got a goal against Manchester United. Then he got 3 points against Everton. And look at Ramsey as well, 4.6. Now, you don't necessarily have to go for Coutinho. You can go for Ramsey. If you don't want to get both, you just go for Ramsey because he's very, very cheap. It's about like 2.4 million cheaper than Coutinho. And he's a lovely gem. As you can see, 312, 102. And, you know, he's a good enabler. He really is. This is Ramsey. And Coutinho as well. I expect big things from Aston Villa. I really do from Stevie. I know he's a lot of money. Only 9.5% owned. Ramsey's how much? 2.7% owned. And the lovely little gems, and especially next few games, are really, really exciting. That's for sure. Also as well, Odegaard in there. The reason I put Odegaard from Arsenal, you know, Arsenal kind of fizzled out a bit. We know they've got a blank game week or 2 coming up soon. 4 goals and 3 assists. But he's very cheap, and fun fact, he's cheaper than Rafinha. He's cheaper than Rafinha, and he still gets returns, this guy. He's got Wolves next, then he's got a blank, Brentford blank, and then Watford. So he could be good rotation to have on the bench. It depends if you go with this team or not. I can't say, but a lot of these players, if you do, you do. Who knows? But you know, he could be good rotation, have on the bench, and then you got Aston Villa players or City players or something like that, or West Ham players if you got Bowen. Obviously, he's not a differential, but yeah, it could be a good rotation. Target 2 fixtures. Wolves will probably be tough, but Brentford and Watford, who are conceding the goals at the moment, could be good ones to target. Definitely. So a very, very cheap Odegaard, and I still think he's a worthy, you know, good FPL asset to go for. That's for sure, especially for its price. Moving on to the forward line now. Moving to the forward line, we've got Broja, DCL, and Eddie. I'm going to call him Eddie. So we're going to start off with Broja. Everyone hypes up Broja. 2-2-8-1-4 last 5 games. Got Spurs, United, Everton, Norwich, Villa. He can be a bit like Odegaard. Bit of rotation. You don't have to start every game. You know, next 2 games are going to be tough. They are going to be tough. I think he's got 5 goals to his name so far this season, on by 5.8%, 5 goals and 2 assists. So with Broja, he can be one of them that you have on and off the bench. Bring him on for probably Everton, Norwich, give him a chance against Aston Villa, who knows. And there's also DCL as well. You know, he's, you know, under the new era now. Lampard's first game will be interesting against Newcastle, and they got Leeds and Southampton. But yeah, since he's been away for a big period of time with that big injury he had, he's not really doing anything. But can Lampard, will we get a new manager bounce? Big new manager bounce, but who knows? Who knows? And Van der Beek signed, Ali signed, 2 very good attacking midfielders. So could that really help DCL? Who knows? Who knows? They got a Newcastle team next who are 50-50, spend a lot of money. So Newcastle will probably still beat them. But I do like the next few fixtures. And I think maybe jump on DCL now. I don't think he's that bad. I don't think his price is that bad. But we're yet to see how they do under Lampard and the new players around him. But I still like him. I still like DCL. And also to finish off with Eddie as well. 5.4, a lot of people hyping up. 6 goals and 4 assists to his name so far this season. And I think he can be a bit rotational. I mean, Norwich, Brentford, Burnley and Wolves are nice. Chelsea will be tough. They're kind of leaking the goals at the minute. But I think definitely he's looking very deadly. It really is. So that's the differentials sort of wild card team I've come up with. The best differentials under 10% players to target if you're on a wild card or just a target in general. So yeah, that's it, guys. That's it. And I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that like button and do subscribe. Really does help out the channel. Hit the notification bell too, and let me know in the comments if there's any differentials that I've missed out, or what do you think about differentials that I have added in this differentials team. So anyway, guys, thank you. Take care, and see you later.